We receive so much information on social media on a daily basis from our friends, workplaces, marketing companies, news forums, and global audiences. The amount of time we spend on social media makes us vulnerable to the information we consume there. Some of this information is real, and some of it is exaggerated, or is even based on lies. So the question is, how do I make sense of the information consumed on cyberspace, if this information is real or fake? For the identification of fake news from real news, I'll ask 3 questions for myself. Who is the creator of this message? What is the message exactly? And why the message was created? As a responsible citizen, I have a duty towards my community as well. Hence, countering and controlling the spread of such disinformation is also a responsibility on me. To counter the fake news strategically, I will have to opt a strategic method, and in this case, I'm using the ODA loop. The ODA loop is a 4-step process for making effective decisions in confusing situations, developed by a strategist and US Air Force Colonel John Boyd. The ODA loop is a practical concept designed to function for rational thinking in chaotic situations. For example, any news on social media. ODA stands for Observe, Orient, Decide, and Act. It involves collecting relevant information, recognizing potential biases, deciding and acting, then repeating the process with new information. All the 4 steps, when applied to a news received on social media, help us distinguish between the real news from the fake news. For example, I received an alarming message from a friend that there is a bomb blast near my house. This was the news of grave concern. At the first stage, I called my family and friends nearby and confirmed if they were alright. At the second stage, I needed to orient that information of the blast. So I started looking for the same news across multiple news platforms. At this stage, I received mixed news. Some said it was a bomb blast and some said it was a cylinder blast only. Due to multiple opinions, the information received could not be corroborated. At the third stage of decision, I needed to make up my mind if to believe the news of bomb blast and spread it further or not. I thought if I will share the news despite no confirmation, I will probably be creating chaos in the society, as I got panicked about the safety of my family earlier after receiving the news from my friend. So I made a decision. And at the 4th stage, I had to take action on what I decided. I decided not to further spread that news as it was unconfirmed. This is how we can responsibly stop spreading disinformation or fake news. Can you recall any viral examples on social media which later got disapproved? What are your thoughts on the controversy of India and Afghanistan's match in T20 World Cup 2021, which was assumed to be fixed? The news of Junaid Safdar's 5 offshore companies in Pandora Papers on PTV and AirY. India's claim to kill over 300 terrorists through airstrike at Balakot. The roars of Godzilla in Faisalabad on one summer night turning out to be a mullah snoring. These and so many other news go viral every day when we decide not to act responsibly before the consumption and spreading of news on social media. Let's rechannel our information gathering and spreading process, because responsible use of social media ensures the right use of information. Consume right to stay right.